Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain and hanging out here at the Birdman Media Studios. Time for the Community Shout. This one brought to you by the Town of Pinetop-Lakeside. Hey, welcome to all the viewers out there from White Mountain Independent TV and also Sholo TV and, of course, the Birdman Media Network. Hanging out this morning, we're going to get started with a little bit of Meals on Wheels, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yes, I've got with me Susie Underwood. How are you doing today?
I'm doing terrific.
We're nice and rainy, aren't we?
A little rainy. I'm on the muddiest, rockiest road you've ever seen. You could tell by looking at my car.
Very cool. Awesome. So tell me what you got going on here.
We have a fundraiser on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock and for Meals on Wheels. And I'm talking about it as a day of musical memories. We have the White Mountain Big Band. We have bring the flyer. The White Mountain Big Band led by Gene Poplowski, whose name I hope I said right.
Okay.
He has two featured singers, Dr. Trevor Sexton and Glenda Mullins. They are wonderful. You know, I talk about memories because I look at the faces of the people who are up here in the mountains when I go see the barber shoppers.
Right.
And I see these people coming out with smiles from ear to ear because they remember those good old days. Whether it's the 50s, the 30s, the 40s, soon my memories, the 50s and 60s are the ones. But
Right.
it's all memories. But we not only have the big band, we also have the High Country Barbershop Chorus will present 3 songs. They'll bring you memories. But yet you can make new memories because we have the Blue Ridge High School Harmonies. I probably said that wrong.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. And Dr. Teresa Dick from the high school works with these kids.
Very good.
They are so professional. She also works with the barbershop course. She's the director now of the barbershop course. So I hope people will come. It starts at 3. And if you want to go to the events here in the morning for the Humane Society, go early and then come.
There you go.
And you can still have an evening activity.
Awesome. So what time does it end if it starts at 3?
It starts at 3, and I'm guessing it's over about 4:30 or 5.
Okay.
Usually by 5, you'll probably be out of there, and we'll be cleaning up. Can I promote our,
Absolutely. What do you want to talk
all
about?
right. The Sholo Senior Center makes the meals
Okay.
for our home delivered programs, and we serve almost 40 people for Meals on Wheels. We've got 15 drivers that drive different scattered days of the week, and there's 3 routes. So we're always needing volunteers.
Right.
And I want to tell you, we make the lunches, and the lunches are served in the dining room at the senior center. So you don't have to be on Meals on Wheels to come and have a delicious lunch, really good for $7. So call in and get the details. Look on our website. We actually have a new website.
Now, they only make meals based upon the people that are going to be coming, so you want to call ahead on that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, we want to
Call
make
in
sure
the
people
day
know
before.
that, which is not bad. Come on,
It's
$7.
it's $7 because it includes a dessert,
Right.
includes a drink, and includes our staff that work hard making them for Meals on Wheels. Our waitresses. You don't have to stand in line like many of the senior centers, maybe in the valley, or if you're from a big city where you stand in line, and sometimes they're subsidized. So the meals are maybe $4 donations. Ours are not subsidized, but they're wonderful. It's a great lunch. And so
Very cool. Now, you said 40 people. Now, that's 7 days a week, or is that
it's 4 days a week,
4 days a week? Okay.
but they can give you a frozen meal,
That's pretty awesome.
which will be for the weekend if you need it.
Okay, awesome. Well, once again, Susie Underwood with Meals on Wheels. Great thing to support, and this event obviously is helping fund all of those operations.
Absolutely. It's $10 at the door,
Okay.
and we'll have some donation bags there if you feel like giving more. I've got volunteers working to greet you, and I've got some escorts to help some people who might need an escort down the steep stairs in the
Yeah, they look
auditorium. I've got a couple people with wheelchairs. I've got some young men coming to help.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much once again, Susie Underwood from the Meals on Wheels program.
Thank you.
Still hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studios, and joining me now, I have a Lindsey Peterson. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Now, you're here for an organization that a lot of people know about. It's been around for quite some time, and that would be the
White Mountains Autism Foundation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, cool. And you've got an event coming up this weekend.
So they have an event coming up is the disc golf tournament. It's a 2-day event, the 25th and 26th at the Woodland Course, which is located at Mountain Meadows Sports Complex off
Right.
of Woodland Road.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Is there a fee for it?
There is. There is a $50 buy-in. You can register online at discgolfscene.com or the PDGA. It's a $50 fee and it comes with a player's pack.
Very cool,
And
awesome.
lunch is included too both days
Lunch
for the players.
both days. Okay,
Mhm.
and that's what is it? Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday?
So it's going to be Fridays. They're doing a doubles match, and that's at 3:45. And the
Okay.
event starts Saturday, and it goes to Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome, cool. And then can you tell me a little bit? Now, this is your husband that's actually holding this, right?
Yeah.
So you're coming in because he's obviously work.
Yes.
So
So 100% proceeds goes to the foundation. 100% of what they get goes to the foundation. And the White Mountains Autism Foundation has been up here for a long time, and they support local families that have loved ones with special needs and autism. And so what they do is in the spring they will have a fishing derby.
right,
So that's kind of counteracted with this. And then of course all the small stuff that they do throughout the community year round too. And then they have their spaghetti dinner as well. So this is just kind of a large group of people that kind of come together and support and show knowledge and spread knowledge in the community for autism.
very good, awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that people need to know?
So there is a $10,000 ace pool each day.
Okay,
So there will be 2 random holes, and those that are playing, if they get an ace in that specific hole on camera, they get $10,000. Half
wow.
goes to the foundation, half goes to them.
So
it's
that's sort of
pretty
like
cool.
the hole in one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It is. It is. And then we have a raffle and prizes. So a lot of people in the local community have donated raffle items. We'll have that. And it's a really just good way to get together to have fun and support autism.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
once again, Lindsey Peterson here for the White Mountain Autism Foundation. White Mountains, sorry.
Mountains, yes, they'll
Autism.
they'll mountains.
Yeah, gotta have the
So
plural on that. Right?
nope,
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
thank
Anything else
you.
you want to tell, or we're good?
I think that's it for now.
Very good. Thank you
Okay.
for your time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, still hanging out here in the studio, and with me now I have from Navajo County Public Health Services District, Allison Hefner. How are you?
Great, Birdman. Thanks for having me on.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the chronic disease self-management program that Navajo County Public Health offers. It's an active living program that's it's an evidence-based program off of the Stanford University chronic disease self-management program. And so what this does is it actually teaches people how to self-manage themselves if they have arthritis, chronic disease, there's lung disease, heart disease, and it also teaches skills useful for managing all other chronic diseases.
Would that include like diabetes as well?
Yes.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Yes. And so per Stanford University, chronic conditions account for more than a third of the health expenditures. Or I should say 3/4 of the health expenditures, sorry.
Okay.
So that's 75% of healthcare costs are attributed to chronic disease. I mean, that's pretty significant, right?
Yeah.
Now, most chronic disease is preventable. And in fact, I would go out on a limb to say that all chronic disease is preventable, or at least easily managed to where we can actually do something about that expense. I mean, chronic disease, or I should say healthcare expense is 17.8 GDP. That's significant. And when you have 75% of that being chronic disease, you kind of want to give people the tools to manage that, correct?
Yeah, looking over some of the stats that you're showing that 91% of older adults have at least one chronic condition,
Yes.
and 73% of older adults have two.
Yes.
Okay, so that's something that really honestly needs to be addressed.
Yeah, it's a burden on the healthcare system. So that's what public health is doing right now, is providing these free classes and the workshops, I should say, to community members so that they can get the tools they need to manage their own chronic disease. So as a chronic disease increases in a person, you start to see other healthcare costs. For example, poor functional status, unnecessary hospitalization, which contributes to that high GDP and healthcare costs, adverse drug effects. You see people who have chronic conditions that are just trying to get through the day by taking on medication that is sometimes unnecessary. Duplicative testing. We don't have a lot of people talking with each other, so they're constantly getting tested every time they go in. Okay, which is causing more of a cost in healthcare. And if you're an organization or a corporation who is providing healthcare insurance to your employees, you want to get that cost down. This is where you need to focus your concern. So conflicting medical advice too. If you have a chronic disease, some people try to find the easy way out. Like is this medication not working? Or can I go here? What can I do? So you're putting yourself in a situation where you're getting conflicting information. So this leads to higher health costs and greater spending on Medicare and Medicaid patients as well. So public health is about prevention. That's what we do. We provide people with education and information to prevent issues. Chronic disease is a significant impact to our healthcare costs and to a person's quality of life. So this active living workshop is provided by Navajo County Public Health for free.
Okay.
100% no cost.
Okay.
It can be provided to one person, two people, a whole organization. If you would like to know more or schedule one of these workshops for your organization, you can call Darcy McKee. Her number is 928-289-6837. Anyone can take advantage of the program again. It provides the most benefit to a person with chronic conditions. However, spouses of people with chronic conditions or caregivers of people with chronic conditions, it would be wise for them to take the course as well, because then they can help be a support structure to that person who is trying to manage their chronic disease. The classes are 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the size of the class. The date and time for the classes are flexible and determined by the interest person or organization. So Darcy will work with them to get that information out. The Active Living program is a workshop-based class that individuals not only learn the skills needed to manage their chronic conditions, but have ample time to practice them. So she's not just going to come in and say, this is what you should do. She's going to work with them and give that support so that they really understand how to manage their chronic diseases. Usually, a lot of chronic disease happens because people didn't manage it. It got worse.
Right.
And so even if you're starting to feel like you're getting into that stage where you could become chronic, it's important to do. So, anyways, it helps individuals adopt healthier behaviors, which improve their health status, leading to a reduction in health costs, better health outcome, and quality of life. So please give Darcy a call, 928-289-6837, if you are interested in bringing this to an organization or yourself.
Well, thank you. And that's, of course, the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program.
Yes.
Thank you once again, Allison Hefner with the Navajo County Public Health Services District.
Thank you.
Okay, still hanging out here in the Birdman Media Studios. And, of course, it is a Pinetop-Lakeside episode, or the sponsored one, of course, for the Community Shout. Got with us Pinetop-Lakeside.
Yay!
Last weekend was Pinetop-Lakeside Days.
Correct.
Is it going to be days? Because it was day. So,
Well, it originally started as days because
Oh.
we were having a charity softball tournament or mush ball tournament, excuse
that's
me.
right.
But I think everybody just got softballed out because we have
That can happen.
our league just ended, Sholo's just ended, Snowflakes just ended. So, and then there's 2 tournaments coming up in Pinetop-Lakeside and Sholo. Anyway.
I think it's the right name to go with, because I think it
Yes.
will evolve into days. So
Yes.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But I think, well run out event. It was intimate. It was very cool. And you had some very cool components. So let's talk about what was
Yeah.
going on.
So we started off the afternoon. Basically, we did have our mattress down the mountain, and there was some confusion because we did have to change the time. So I'm sorry for those of you that were waiting on 260 at 8 a.m.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
I guess there was a couple.
Somebody didn't get the memo, but yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a mattress race.
It was. a single mattress. But of course, I want to take this time too to just say thank you to the Derby Down the Deuce committee and the Sholo Chamber for making a bed and racing and coming out. It was awesome. It was so fun just to watch them. They ran it twice.
Yep.
Um, there was quite a few people that came out to watch.
No,
and
there was a decent crowd.
yeah.
So the bar's been set now.
Yep.
You got a whole year to plan for next year's race,
And it's pretty high.
and so let's bring it. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. A whole year because it's going to happen again. So,
Very cool.
so we started off with that. And then right at that same time, we had the chainsaw carving competition kickoff. So we had 4 carvers. They were all local artisans. We had Boyd Tate, John Tate, and I'm going to forget Skylar's last name, and I apologize, Skylar. And then Trent Penrod from the Burley Bear.
Okay.
And we had some vendors, all local. We had the Historical Society. We had a LuLaRoe vendor. We had Robert Pico State Farm, one of our council people that are potential councilmen.
Yes.
We had Maiden Greer was there. The Army was there doing some recruitment. Our MIAC group.
We had a great band. Band was playing.
We had Fat Chance and Steve Bacon, and then of course Timber Mesa Fire Department and Pinetop-Lakeside Police Department were there. We had a dunk tank.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
They had a dunk tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my first time. You ever been in a dunk tank?
I have not.
It's a pretty interesting experience. Yeah, I always thought there'd be like, it's like click, click, and then you fall. No, it's like, boom, water. Like the first time I'm underwater going, wait, what?
What just happened?
And I think in the 10 or some times I got dunked, I caught my feet once, like, and didn't go all the way down in.
Oh.
The other times, boom, all the way down.
Yeah. And I heard that you just smacked your tailbone on the bottom.
I did not.
No?
Yeah.
I think it was
couple taller
Keith
people,
and
where they were
Aaron
smacking
Casey
them.
said that. Yeah. So
No, I was kind of okay. Well, I sort of crouched so I catch more water, I guess. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was fun to
stuff.
watch.
And it wasn't that cold either.
No,
the water wasn't that cold. Now sitting up in the air as the wind started blowing with water on me, that got a little chilly. So
especially because it was kind of overcast all day, all afternoon, which was awesome though because it helped cool everything down. And
so back to the wood carving.
Yes.
I wasn't able to stay the whole time. Headed back down the mountain, which is north. Yeah. It's always down, up, whatever.
Yeah.
So who ended up winning? What did they go for? That's what I'm curious.
Okay. So our local mayor, Stephanie Irwin, did the judging.
Okay.
And so we had a mayor's choice, and Trent Penrod ended up winning that.
Cool.
All of the guys that were carving did an amazing job with 4 hours of carving. And we'll have some pictures up later today on our Facebook page. And I think that other people have uploaded some pictures on Facebook. But Trent Penrod ended up making a bench with a bear at one end that had a planter. And at the other end, there was a log cabin, an elk, and a bear.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. I was blown away. So he won the award and $200. And his bench ended up going for, I believe it was $2,200.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yes.
So, and then where that money goes to?
Goes to the artist.
Okay, awesome.
So, the artists keep the money.
Good.
So,
awesome.
And then Boyd Tate did a barrel pouring water, like an oak barrel.
Yeah,
well, I guess it would be a pine barrel because it was pine. And I believe that one went for $300.
Okay.
And Tony Alba, my kind of counterpart, he and his fiance bought that.
Well, they
one.
bought it. Awesome. Good for them.
So yeah.
Cool. So I'm wondering, how do you get that home exactly?
Well, currently it is sitting in our public works bay.
So, there we go.
Then John Tate made another bench, and he had a couple elk in there. And he was going to do a couple finishing touches.
Okay.
With just adding some color, and that went for $600. And then Skylar had a bear on top, like sitting on the shoulders of another bear with
cool.
a honey pot, and the honey was kind of dripping down. He didn't get it all the way finished, but that went for $375. And the people who purchased it, he took it home. Skylar took it
Right.
home and is going to finish it
Finish
and
it.
then deliver it to
Very
them.
cool.
So
Awesome. I thought it
yeah.
was very interesting. I got out there in the morning and, there's some of them that had like 2 or 3 chainsaws, and one guy had like 7 different size chainsaws.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about the fact that you'd be doing that. And, you saw there, they were there and they were sharpening blades and they were
Mhm.
doing all the chains or whatever. Yeah. And
Yeah,
going at
tightening their
it.
chains and
Just to start with a big, round, huge log and to get to the bench, it was crazy because I remember seeing him cutting these things. He's obviously done it a couple times. And you're like, what is he doing? And all of a sudden it
yeah.
falls apart and he puts together the bench and like, really?
I know. It's just amazing to see obviously they had the idea of what they
Right.
were going to create
Right.
beforehand. And then to see that come out and what they were doing and see that whole process, it was really cool. It was really neat to do.
Yeah, very cool. So look forward to that growing
Oh yeah,
in size and
absolutely.
also in competitors because
Yeah.
I got to believe that we'll start to see more people wanting to be involved in the competition side of it.
Yeah.
We got some tweaks I suggested. Hopefully we'll do
Yes.
those. Those will be fun.
We've got lots of notes of, being the first year. I think overall the entire event turned out amazing.
Yeah.
It totally blew my expectations out of the water.
Oh,
But there are some tweaks.
we gotta
So-
mention the public works guys.
Oh, yes, the
and-
equipment
and the
rodeo.
equipment rodeo.
Oh my gosh.
So I heard varying different reports as to what it was going to be. It was like, oh no, we're just going to watch them, and I'm like, going, oh, you really? You can't participate? Oh no, people got to participate.
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
And just shout out to our guys too, the whole public works department, the roads crew and the parks crew. Absolutely could not have done this event without them. They're amazing. They work super hard and appreciate them. And 2 of our guys ran both the pieces of equipment or assisted in running those and had signups. And we had 2 winners. We gave $25 sportsman's gift cards
Nice.
to winners of each piece of machinery. So we had the 305, the mini excavator, and then we had our backhoe. The backhoe operator, I'm going to forget his first name. His last name is Hansen. He picked up his gift card yesterday, and then we had another gentleman. His first name is Rocky. Win on the 305, and
cool.
he hasn't picked up his yet, but I'm sure he will.
Cool.
All the money, they ended up raising $112 that will be divided amongst the 3 charities, as well as the dunk tank had, I believe Remy said it was $342.
$342, something like that.
So,
yeah.
so all of that, I mean, it's not a lot, but it's
Thanks
it's
everybody that came out and gave their $2
So,
to put me in the water. So
yes.
that was fun.
yes. So all that money is going to be combined and given out, separated equally between the Safe House, Walking Down Ranch, and the Love Kitchen.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Just prepare for next year.
There we go.
So,
cool. Awesome.
yeah,
And then
get your bed making going and stay tuned for Fall Festival Parade info and cool runnings.
very good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Melina
Yeah,
Spillman
thank
with
you.
the town of Pinetop-Lakeside. That's going to be it for this episode of Birdman on the Mountain Community Shout, brought to you by the town of Pinetop-Lakeside. I want to remind you, you can come in here, sit right in that chair over there, and talk about any event that you've got going on here on the mountain in the community, whatever you got. Come on in. There's free. It's no cost. It's covered because I get paid by the sponsors. That's what allows you to come in and talk about your events and activities and get everybody to come out to them, helping promoting the White Mountains and each of the towns, and just drive the business and drive everybody up here to have fun. I'm Birdman, and I want to thank all the viewers out there on WMI-TV, also on Cholo TV, and here, of course, on the Birdman Media Network. I want to remind you as well that if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.